Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Books and Betches. I'm Kristen, and with me I have...
Erica.
Maria.
Loved it. This is a book podcast. We swear, we spoil. We talk about sex. We suck at podcasting. And this week, we're doing a very popular book.
Shield of Sparrows.
Much to Kristen's
Chagrin.
By Devney Perry.
Do people still say chagrin?
I sure do.
Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry. You know what's funny and where I heard about this book?
Where?
The artist NF. If you know him, you know him. He's one of my favorite rappers. He started as a Christian rapper, but I think he might have dropped the Christianity. He just doesn't swear. But his wife actually posted about this book, and she was like, I'm in a book hangover because I finished this book and I don't know what to do. And then I looked on Goodreads, and it's got like fucking a 1 million star rating.
It probably does have a decent star rating.
It's like 4.6, bro.
1 second, I can get it.
It's
for
insane.
Us.
People love this. People love this book. People on our Discord love this book. Am I wrong?
You're not
wrong. It's a very.
It's got a 4.44.
4.4. That's huge.
Pretty good for a fantasy romance, to be honest.
And like a lot of ratings.
134,000 ratings.
Damn.
So Devney Perry's romance author.
I was going to ask if you knew anything about her.
She reads or writes contemporary romance, and I've read a couple of her books. They're good.
This is like a Rebecca Yarrow situation.
Yeah. Trying her hand at fantasy. And I mean, I think a lot of people were like anticipating my review of this book because I think it's like
they were.
To give you like this might be a little spoiler, so skip the 30, do a little 30-second skip.
Okay. I said spoilers.
I know.
For this book?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It ends on a cliffhanger, so like.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me read the end of this again.
Oh, that's why people would be mad?
I like.
Or thought you would be mad?
Yeah.
You don't like cliffhangers?
I don't like cliffhanger. I don't like having to wait 3 years for the next book.
Oh, the next one's not out? This is new?
Yeah, it's brand new.
Oh.
So I have
thick.
It's thick.
It is thick. So I get the arcs for Entangled Publishing. That's why I got the Fourth Wing arc, and everyone lost their fucking shit about that because I just had it like sitting in my room for a year. So this is an arc, and what I thought was really interesting about this arc in particular is that it's numbered.
Most arcs are.
No, they just started doing this.
Since when? I feel like that's been happening for a couple years now.
No, because they want to know when they sell on the reseller market.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So that you get taken
There
off.
are some.
Can you just
there
put
are some
white
arcs
out
that
on
I've
it?
seen before that people have numbered them.
Scribble it out. It looks like it's written in pen.
They have numbered like
one of.
Yeah, but this is a newer thing that they're doing.
Interesting.
You would think the
'Cause
person.
my Fourth Wing arc is not numbered.
Interesting.
Oh no! I was gonna say you would think the person buying.
But yeah,
it
no.
isn't
If they match you to a number, yeah, it makes sense.
Doesn't matter. You got shit all over it anyway. He's gonna want that.
Little shmush. 517 out of 2,500.
Well, now you definitely can't sell it. You've just told everybody which one is yours.
She wasn't gonna.
I was gonna sell this.
Oh. I don't know.
I wasn't gonna fucking sell this, and now I can't give it away either because if I give it away and then somebody
You can't
sells
give it away. Oh, true.
So
Well, I was gonna say you would think the person buying it
I can
would
cut
be
that out.
somebody who wants
it's
to
okay, I'm
read
fine.
it, not necessarily be like a narc. But then again, people might be out there looking for the book on sale so they can
resell it. Like the Fourth Wing arc is worth.
Is it illegal?
No.
Oh, you just be like banned from the arc thing.
Yeah,
which
you
makes
get
sense.
probably taken off the arc list.
Makes sense.
The Fourth Wing arc is worth like $750 to $1,000.
Wow.
If I still had all of like the merch with it, it would be worth so much fucking money because they had
But you
like a
probably
bunch
wouldn't
of
even
stuff.
sell it.
No, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, so we don't care.
Exactly.
I am the worst person to get arcs because I take a look at it, I'm like, oh, this looks kind of cool, and I fucking throw it in a corner.
But you do read them sometimes.
And John just keeps going like,
Yeah, he's like, why is there 50 books in this corner?
So you got this as an arc. Did you read it as soon as you...
So I looked at the back of this and I was like, oh, this sounds kind of cool. I recognized Devney Perry and I was like, oh, I like her romance books. So like, yeah, sure, I'll give it.
I could definitely tell she's a romance. That's the same thing with Rebecca Yarros. You could tell that they're not necessarily fantasy writers. Like it very much reads like a romance. Here's the thing.
A romantasy.
Here's my warning at the top. It's the only one I'm going to give. I always have to give warnings these days. Fuck. TikTok romantasy books. I'm out. Okay. I don't like this genre, and I'm sorry, and I've tried, and it's just not for me. I love you all who like it. And I've mustered through many books that I ended
Kristen got through 20 pages of this?
I think it was like, what, 20 pages?
No, at least 40.
Okay.
45, maybe. I read some of it. It was not for me. It was... Can I tell you the number one reason and the reason I didn't... Should we do a 60-second?
Obviously, that's what we do here.
Okay, because my reason for hating this book, that you don't even need to know the story.
Yeah.
Okay, then tell us the reason.
There are so many questions asked in
You have
this
that
book.
problem. Yeah, you don't like it.
When you're giving me your entire inner monologue is questions.
What's this? What's this?
The first,
what about this?
First sentence is, what if I jumped? That's fine. I don't mind that.
I like that. That's a cool first sentence.
But then I got an entire page of questions. There was one where it was like a whole page of her inner monologue.
I think I did it on
That's young adult writing to me.
Hold on.
That's all I'm saying. Okay? That feels very young adult. Didn't like the writing.
Oh, wait.
That's where we're at. I apologize. I DNF'd this book. So I'm excited to hear about it.
Hold on.
What? Oh, I did. I told you to highlight them all and do a counter. Did you do that?
No, I didn't.
You asked her. You asked the wrong person.
She did say she was
I was going to, and I started doing it for
Let me guess, after
first,
like 50.
100.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I did like the first 100 pages, and I was like, I'm not fucking doing
It's
this
too
anymore.
many.
But
sorry, I'm trying to really make this work for me over here.
It was just constant, like, what if I don't do this? Was I late? Am I doing this right?
Will my dad be upset if this? Is he thinking that? And it's like
it was
holy
just
fuck.
so and I think it got better as the book went on, but it was still you know what I don't like? I don't like when people make it part of their personality.
Yes.
Like that was part of her personality.
Yes.
Was like asking too many questions, and it's like, okay, so you're just fucking annoying. Like,
Yes.
That's the issue I had
It's
with
a writing vice, and I don't like it.
The From Blood and Ash series. I think book 2
I'd probably hate that too.
was for that reason, because she kept the way story got told to us was through her questions and not through her actions.
Right. It felt like a lot of telling and not a lot of showing. For what I read, I didn't read the whole thing, so please take it with a grain of salt. Let's do a 60-second. I need to know the story. Who's doing it?
I'll do it.
Yes.
Wow. I'm going to get nothing.
Yes.
I mean, it felt like not a lot happened. Like we were at this place, nothing happened. We went on a boat, nothing happened. That's what it felt
You're
like
not
for me.
wrong.
All right, Erica, are you ready? Let me get the timer out. If you're new to this podcast, we do this thing where we attempt to explain the entire plot summary of a book in 60 seconds or less. This week, Erica's doing the entire plot summary of Shield of Sparrow in 60 seconds or less. So, Erica, on your mark, get set, go.
Odessa is the main character, and basically she's like the second sister, like heir type person. And this dude comes, and he's a prince from another place, and he comes and slays some monsters, demands a bride price, and wants Odessa and not her sister. The dad's pissed because he's been raising the sister as like a spy to eventually marry to this dude. And Odessa ends up marrying him, and they
30 seconds.
Actually, it's kind of confusing how this whole fucking thing goes. The guy that she thought was the prince is not actually the fucking prince.
Oh,
the guardian's the prince. And then like they fall in love with each other. The prince is like off fucking other
15.
bitches. And there's a bunch of monsters everywhere. And they're trying to figure out why all these monsters are like fucked up and like on polyjuice potion basically.
5.
And they don't figure anything out.
3, 2, 1.
Except that Ransom, the main dude's mom, accidentally made it.
So I read all of what you've said. Minus
that part.
Minus that, obviously.
She did good.
I think I got further than I think.
It was not a lot going
You did
on.
great.
There's
I
a
think I
lot
got
of
further than we think.
You know what?
You got to 20%, I think.
This is what I want to say about the book. Like, if you don't listen to any other part of this podcast, this is like my real, like, I'm going to get into like the little nitty gritty things that I like and didn't like, whatever. But this is like the true, honest, like my actual review of this. I read these types of books all the fucking time. Like all the fucking time.
Yep.
Like this style, like whatever. And typically the ones that I read, my bread and butter for books is a 500 to like 5,000 review book.
Sure.
Like I read indie authors. I don't read a lot of traditional publishing. So like I read a lot of these, and usually they're like 1,000 reviews or something, right?
Yep.
And I would read it and I would go, yeah, it was good. and then I would fucking fling it and go to the next one, right? I wouldn't really think about it again. Maybe I would put the next book on my like TBR if I remembered. Maybe I wouldn't. I don't fucking know. I gave this 4 stars because I didn't dislike it and I didn't like think it was the greatest thing in the world. I'd probably read book 2 if I fucking remembered. What I think makes this different is that it is a big author. Devney Perry is a big romance author. And then also how many reviews it has, right? So like that kind of like puts it in a different category because it's traditionally published and like blah, blah. So like
more eyes on.
Oh, that's traditional?
Yeah. So it's different because it's not like my typical indie. And I think that people like naturally kind of like look at it in a different lens because of that.
Okay.
Like if I didn't know this was traditionally published, I didn't know the author, it would have been the same as all of these other books that I'm thinking of, and it would have just we wouldn't even do a podcast episode on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's fine, it's good, it's whatever.
Okay.
But now that we're gonna fucking talk about it, like let's poke some holes.
Let's poke some holes.
You know what I mean? But like that's what I want to say to people is like I would not have come at this book in the way that I'm going to.
Got it.
If
it wasn't traditionally published,
it wasn't a big author, X, Y, and Z.
You feel
Does that make sense?
A little less bad about.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Once you like, once you make it past a certain point, I like.
This
don't
is
really
literally
care.
the same argument with the stealing of being like, well,
at a certain.
I don't mind stealing from Walmart because it's a corporation.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it feels like.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So let's poke some holes.
So let's poke some holes. I love this. His name is Xavier. Why are we sticking with the X names? I'm so sick of Zaydens and Xaviers and Zeeks and Zaliels.
So
and
Xavier is his like not doppelganger. It's his cousin.
It's his cousin. It's a Z though. It's not an X.
No, it's an X. Xavier is his cousin, and then Ransom is the real name. Which
did y'all listen to this or read this?
I listened. So I actually don't know if
Xavier,
it's an
I think Xavier is astronomically better than Ransom.
Yeah,
Ransom was
Ransom. That just reminds me of
Rancid.
I'm thinking of Game of Thrones.
What's that?
What's the Game of Thrones? The guy's name?
What are you looking? Go back where?
Oh, what is his name? What's
right there. Z.
Oh.
Xavier.
I listened, so
I read and
it was
listened.
Xavier.
Nope, it's a Z.
Either way.
So anyways, you find out Ransom's name.
Ransom.
It's Ransom.
What's the guy's name in Game of Thrones that's like really turns into such a bitch?
Oh,
it's killing me.
You probably find out right around
It sounds
here.
like that, doesn't it?
wait, the Greyjoy?
Yeah.
The one that got his
Ramsey.
Ramsey.
There's
That's
a
what I'm
Ramsey
thinking of.
in this too.
Oh yeah, I don't like that.
Ramsey's
name.
the dad. He's
Yeah.
shitty too.
You probably
really?
find out his name here.
Yeah, right around there.
Like
Either way.
didn't like that. I don't like not that you just called him the Guardian the whole time. Which
I can only go out based
Okay.
off of what I read, which is a very small amount of this book. But in that small amount, they used the word frame for body like 4 or 5 times. And it was like, my frame is shaking. And I was like, are we fucking skeletons? What is happening? And also irises. If we talk about somebody's iris one more time, I might fucking...
there was a lot of talk about the eyes, which was odd.
because his eyes change color.
Also, can we talk about the chain of 7? Where it's like you have to kill 7 females? What kind of bullshit
the
is
marrow
that?
wheels, yes.
I don't know. Okay, so the what
Y'all
I
let me know when you want me to start that.
what I liked about
I just don't get it.
this book was the monsters. I think that this is the peak of this book is the monsters.
So I didn't get to the monsters.
Okay, so the main thing that's happening is called the Crux. The Crux happens, I believe, every year?
I don't know if it's the Crux because the Crux were were those crazy crow things.
Right, towards the end.
All these books feel the same.
The monsters that are happening within...
It's like a migration that's happening.
It's a migration. Think of it like these...
I don't like how she framed that because it was confused. I didn't know what the Crux was up until probably here.
Oh.
She's showing page 483.
You know what I mean?
Audio medium.
It's a migration of these beings.
Yes, and they come, I think, every certain amount of years. And so the kingdoms are all like preparing for this massive migration where they come down and they just destroy everything. And people like go into tunnels and yada yada. The monsters that she's referring to are the ones that live in, what is the name of the town or the country that they're in? I can't remember now. But Xavier's kingdom.
Okay.
Right? They also have other kind of monsters. Think of them as mutated monsters. We have
Tura.
So they have mutated, like, not mutated, but they have monsters of their own.
Sure.
It's a more wild type of area of the world. And these monsters are starting to show some kind of disease. They bleed green. Before the monsters wouldn't be as vicious. Like, yes, they'll, if they come across something, like if you have a great white shark right now and you show some blood at it, he's going to eat you, right?
Right.
But otherwise, he wouldn't touch you. That kind of thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Like,
But these monsters,
So they kind of like mind their own business.
usually, but the ones that are infected are much more aggressive and much more.
This sounds pretty cool.
They've got like more strength and like there's been a couple of.
They have more of a hive mind. They're like truly focusing on just destroying people just for the sake of it, right?
They're like Last of Us zombies.
Basically,
Okay.
kind of. So we don't know where that's come from. The Guardian, we find out, also is infected.
Oh.
He got scratched.
He got
similar
bit
to like
by
Last of Us.
I forgot what the animal is or the monster is, but
think it
that
was, like, the
monster
wolf
survived, right?
Okay.
And he has like a
it's like
carved out
snake.
eye.
Fuck, I don't remember.
What are you talking about?
So is
Is it a bear? The bear one?
It's like a something.
is the Guardian? Is he actually the prince?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Guardian's
So
the prince.
he becomes
So his like the infection makes him faster, stronger. Like
his
everything.
eyes change color when he's like
Okay,
certain
Edward
emotions.
Cullen. Yeah.
It's giving sort of like the infected from the Venom from
I was gonna say
Fourth Wing.
there was a
so
lot of fourth wing
I felt
moments for
so.
me.
giving
I
Fourth Wing.
actually looked up the release date of the second Iron Flame.
Yeah.
because I was like, okay, we're gonna do an Iron Flame spoiler right now.
Yes.
So if you haven't read Iron Flame, skip ahead like a minute
at least.
make
This
it work.
is exactly the end of Iron Flame, and I actually had to look up the release date of Iron Flame because I was like, did she read Iron Flame and then fucking write this in this book?
Yeah,
And
no, it
she
felt
did.
that way.
She did because
Oh.
it
Well,
does line up.
we're not gonna say that she.
There's no fucking way she didn't read Iron Flame.
We're not gonna. That's an allegation.
Well, I felt that the
There's
whole
no way.
just from that little bit that I read, it felt very similar to a lot of the Romantasy things that I've already read for the they all blend together for me.
Yeah.
And it's not like I've even read that many.
For me, it was the specific, like, he's infected by something and it
He's
makes him
he's
better,
not-
stronger,
yeah,
faster.
he's not expected to survive. He knows he's gonna die.
Yeah.
And so.
So
yeah.
does the action start like really late in this book?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
like what I really liked about it is like they're going on this journey back, like the whatever.
I just didn't care about any of the characters.
and like
at
there was
all
all these like crazy.
You didn't have enough time to like.
I get it.
read
It was
them.
it was
I
slow
need
in the
a
beginning.
hook. I need a hook.
But they like get into these like monster fights, and the monster like the action sequences I thought were really
Yes.
cool. The
Yes.
monsters were fucking cool.
Yes.
The monsters were crazy.
way they were
she ends up
described were
adopting a
cool.
little monster.
She does. Yeah, I like
is
that
really
one.
cute.
Because she's like, our monster's born or made. Kind of thing.
I felt like a little
And he likes to call himself a monster as well.
I liked like it kind of gave a little bit of like Jurassic Park vibes. a little bit, like
yeah. Like the town where it's all treetops.
Yeah, there's one town where it's all just
It's all
tree
just
houses.
tree houses.
So what's like the overall? So the plot is that there's monsters that are bad and infected. Are they trying to stop them?
They're trying to figure out what's truly like the infection, and they're trying to make sure the infection doesn't spread, because the main issue would be, imagine if the migration happens, the crux happen.
I forget
if
about the
they
crux.
bite or eat one of those, they can become infected themselves.
Got it.
And
And
an
then they'll be
infected crux
fucking crazy.
will be even more vicious than they already are.
Okay,
it's
so
like
that's
we're looking at like world ending like type situation.
Yeah.
Now there's other players in
But
this.
she's also spying on them.
She sucks at that.
What's
Yeah,
the
that's
point of
such
that
a-
though?
I don't know.
what's-
Her
so
dad,
there's a
her dad
so-
told her to do that. They're fucking
Fast summary on that. She's the firstborn,
yes.
right? But from the jump, she's always like, I'm not the best. My sister is the best one. She's the prettiest. She's the one that's been raised for this. She is a badass. And then
And we don't know who her fucking mom is.
we don't know who her mom is. Everybody else has stardust in their eyes or whatever, and she doesn't.
She's
Her
got
eyes
red
don't glow
hair.
like everybody else. She has red hair. That she's
Irises.
forced to dye brown.
Okay. I remember
Okay,
that.
so in comes the marrow wheels thing. They're like these water creatures that are killing a lot
I saw
of things,
that, yeah.
right? So that Xavier Prince comes over. They kill 7.
Mm-hmm.
They create. What is it called? What's it called? They sort of invoke something of the 7, and they're like, "See what we did? We saved your kingdom. Now you have to give me a bride."
Which they were planning on.
chain of the 7.
That's the one.
Yeah.
May is supposed to be the one to be married to Xavier for like big treaties and stuff. But what she's tasked to do is to find out where. I want to call it Arendelle, but it's not called Arendelle.
I know. I forget what.
Find out
Just
where.
with an A, and it's the capital of Tehran.
She's finding out where it is.
She has to. That was her job, is to find it out, because they think that there's something in that town that can protect everybody from the Crux. But Xavier and his kingdom are not sharing that information.
Do they know about the monsters, the infected monsters?
Elder's a different town. No,
Oh,
no
okay,
one
so
knows.
she learns that
I
when
think
she
her
goes
father
over.
does know, and he thinks that that's going to help everybody defeat the Crux.
Copy.
Quintus?
So, no, that's a different town too. It starts with an A. I'm telling you. I know it starts with an A. So
I don't remember.
the Xavier and the Guardian basically, instead of taking May, they say, I want Odessa instead.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not the one. But Dad goes, listen, you're taking this on your shoulders now. You have to go spy,
Because
find
of
everything
the
out, and you have
pact
to
or
kill
whatever.
the Guardian.
Why?
Because the Guardian killed her.
Alisaria.
That's the one.
And the Guardian's like this
Alisaria.
big hot bad dude, right?
The Guardian is our prince.
right,
Guardian's
right,
hot.
But he's
Which you
our-
find out.
He's our male
When
main
do you find out
character.
I knew when I was reading
I
it.
could call her from the jump because he kept calling her my queen. And I was
Yeah.
like, you only call her my queen because you're the prince.
And he knows he's the prince.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So they get like a body double, basically.
That's what I
Yeah,
figured.
when they're young.
I kind of figured that immediately, to be honest with you. Like I knew
Yeah,
as soon
I
as
knew it from the jump.
I got a vibe of it too, and then like it took literally the entire book to get there.
So the whole time she's supposed to be spying to get information to send back with one of her maidens to her dad. Right. But the whole time she's not learning anything. She's the worst spy there is. And she says it herself. I'm the worst spy there is.
Why would he send me over here? Why
they
am
choose
I the
me?
one?
They didn't have a choice.
You got to ask all the questions.
Right. But I'm like,
And his reason for picking her is the stupidest thing in the world. He's like,
remind me what it is.
I just wanted to set you free, like you did.
Oh, yeah.
my God,
yeah.
I can't believe we didn't talk about the one fucking thing that I fucking hated
Oh,
the most.
beginning of the book.
What?
Okay,
I read this part.
So the very beginning of the book,
The first scene.
she's like, I think I'm late. Like,
Yes.
oh my God, she's freaking out because she's late for this meeting. And she's like, I wanted to be early for this meeting, like blah, blah, blah.
My stepmom's so mean to me and hates when I'm late.
Like, whatever. The people, like her chambermaid comes to get her to be like, come on. Or no,
It's her like fiance.
fiance.
Yeah.
What's his name? Brennan?
Banner.
Banner.
comes.
Horrible names.
Bruce
Sorry.
Banner. Like I was like, what the fuck is this shit? So he comes and he's like, come on, bitch. And she's like, all right.
No, he's like, I know the Guardians in these woods. I'm taking a ride because he killed my brother.
So,
but you better get back to the house.
yeah,
You're
like,
late.
Get there, whatever. So she goes and then she like takes a fucking detour to go see her like oceanside cliff. Jumps off the fucking cliff into the water.
Wholeheartedly disagree with you about this whole entire thing. Go ahead, keep going. Say your point
Gets
because it's wrong.
Gets out of the water. And then goes to the or like gets fucking ready, goes to the meeting super fucking late, hair's fucking soaked, like whatever. And I'm like,
She's not even late though.
She was late.
She was late.
I missed that.
What would possess you
I know.
to jump into the water?
That's the only part of her character that I understood.
You're freaking out about being late. You see the water.
Well, I
and
didn't
you're
think she was freaking out. I think
I
she
don't
was
think
just
she
like,
cared.
am
She
I
was
late?
worried
Yeah.
about
she was
actually
like,
getting yelled
she was
at.
like, I shouldn't. I wanted to be early. Like it was a whole monologue.
But like
about,
I've
am
done
I
that
late?
so many times where I like
You've jumped into a fucking cliff.
Even this morning, we were
Fully
like,
clothed?
let's go play pickleball. And I'm like, I won't have time. We didn't go because my stomach was fucked up, but I would have. And I probably would have been like, oh my God, it's 10 o'clock and I'm not home. But I would have been freaking out about being late, but I still have to do the thing.
I would.
Cliff jumping is sick. That's awesome.
I just called her Bella Swan.
I love swimming.
I'm going to have her back in this one.
I fucking love swimming, and I would jump off a cliff. I have jumped off a cliff.
Yeah, many.
I
have
fucking
not.
love
I
swimming.
cannot swim.
You couldn't
crazy.
pay me to go fully clothed. I would
Why?
take something off. If I needed to go
If she
somewhere
just wanted
afterwards,
a quick, I want to
The
feel
fact
alive.
that she didn't jump in a dress is kind of crazy.
She just
Why would
wanted
you
to
jump-
feel
and
alive.
to swim in a dress, I would take the dress off. It would actually, you know what? If she went in nudie booty,
booty?
You would have been fine.
Is that how you talk to
It's just that she was wearing a dress.
Go to Hudson, like,
go,
you're nudie booty today?
nudie booty.
Have you ever jumped off a cliff like in
In a bathing suit, yeah.
clothes? It probably feels great.
No,
It's
it
nice.
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
No, I feel
Because
like
you're
it'll
just
hold
like
you
you're
down.
just like I don't have to do anything.
You're
I'm just
fuck-
jumping. I'm just
If
jumping.
you were concerned,
she wanted to feel alive.
Here's the thing. She's not a fucking smart person. And
She said that the entire book.
the entire book is her being like, I'm a dumb bitch. And at every turn, you're like, this girl's so fucking stupid. Every turn, every opportunity
I just want to let the record be known.
Decision,
and when you start forgetting she's dumb, she'll be like, just remember, I'm dumb.
I actually do agree that I think her jumping off not nudie booty is fucking crazy too. Like, was she wearing boots? Was she have boots on her? Like, imagine
take the shoes off, take the petticoat off, take
imagine how
something
heavy
off.
that is in the water. Oh my god!
For you to get out of that and like
crawl to the beach.
Let's take away the fact that you're jumping off a cliff randomly. For no fucking
on a Tuesday.
reason.
You're also late to a meeting.
For what? Just to get like 10 minutes of adrenaline high before you go sit in this fucking weird ass meeting? It's like fucking blowing a line before you join like a fucking town hall. Oh my god! For what?
I love that you were so stuck on it. This is so funny to me.
It's page 1.
Wow.
It's page 1. Yeah, we're talking about like page 10. And it stuck with me.
I saw "Should I Jump?" and I immediately went, "Yep." Okay. And then I shut the book.
Yep. So we find out that Ransom's mom accidentally makes.
She's like a chemist.
She's a chemist or something,
and she makes this by accident
and gives it
to him. So she infects her own son.
No, and then the thing bit him, and then it made him what he is.
Oh, right. She infected the wolfie thingy, which bit.
Yeah.
Ransom.
This is why I have a problem with certain scientists. I think that
okay.
I think we're gonna end up in a Jurassic Park situation someday soon.
100%.
People be fucking around with shit they shouldn't be fucking around with.
That's how we got COVID.
That's what I'm saying. So
you're just learning this?
Well, no, I just had to say it. Like,
okay.
It reminded me that.
So, anyways, yeah, this kind of.
I think Last of Us is on its way.
I get scared about it. Every time someone shows an actual cordyceps on like an Instagram reel, I'm just like, oh god, it's happening.
No, it's happening.
Like, chemists are like, we're like one mutation away from this.
Jesus Christ.
I know. It's a big mutation.
Because of bitches like this mom who are injecting.
So anyways, again, like I think there's some really unique I think the monsters in this book are very unique. I think that they draw from like real life. Like you're giving like wolf and bear and snake and we didn't talk about the very end.
But like
and I think that that's probably like the very, very peak of this book is like the creativeness with the monsters and like that
crux was really cool.
line. The crux, which I didn't understand all the way up until the fucking end when they show up.
I think just one crux.
If I don't like the main character, I can't find myself enjoying the rest of the book.
I get that.
You're a character-driven person.
Very character-driven.
The crux is like a crow on steroids.
Yeah, I imagine this massive like crow-looking thing.
Like a dinosaur-sized crow.
Like this all sounds cool and like up my alley, but it
takes too long to get there.
It will do nothing for me. Even when I get there, I'm going to be like, I have this really cool
There's
world.
not that much like romance in this. There's only one sex scene in
which
this.
I don't even care about.
I will say, I feel like, I wonder if this was a series that should have been a standalone first, and they forced her to split it. Because it could have all of it could probably. I mean, I don't know what book 2 is. I don't think it could be a book 3.
This would probably be a good duet.
If duology, sure.
What do they say?
Like, considering how much happens in here of nothing,
a lot of nothing.
You know,
not gonna lie, I laughed and I cackled while I liked all the 1-star reviews, thinking everybody was gonna see it. But a lot of people said they were like, nothing happened until like the last
travel.
I need to get to the crux. So the crux is this giant fucking dinosaur crow, and this scene.
Does it have a witch hat?
This scene's so fucked up. I can't even tell you. So like you get through this entire book, you meet all these fucking people, you meet some kids. That was the other thing I fucking hated about this. You meet a bunch of kids, you meet a bunch of parents, you meet all these fucking people. I think the crux shows up.
Does the crux murder them all?
The
crux,
I
love that.
The crux shows up within the last 15 pages.
Point. Okay.
Right? Absolute anarchy.
Decimation.
This crow, like fucking clucks people in half.
Picks them.
I kid you not. It's the most gruesome thing that I think I've ever read in a book.
I'm trying to think of how it's written though, from her perspective, and I feel like I would hate it.
It's absolute fucking mayhem. People are like fucking losing their minds. This crow is fucking eating people alive, ripping people apart. People, like kids are getting fucking clucked in half. Parents are getting clucked in half.
The word clucked is a very interesting term.
I don't think that's
like
right.
The beak is just like fucking hammering people. The claws are fucking.
You're telling me they're losing to a giant bird.
Destroying buildings.
Does it breathe fire?
No.
They're just losing to a bird?
It's just
Do they
a
not have
fucking
weapons?
Crazy bird.
They don't have weapons.
And you know what? I hate birds. So I was like, I
would
in it.
fucking fry that chicken.
It comes in at page 492.
That's
That's
insane.
what I said. It's the last 10 pages.
That's
This
insane.
book ends at 510.
That's insane. That's
511.
You cannot convince me to
I
read
know
this
it's the
book.
last. I was not joking. It's the last 10
can't-
pages.
No one can convince me to read this book.
Kristen, the last 10 pages, everyone dies.
Good.
Yeah.
Everyone.
That makes me happy.
Dies. The mom dies.
Xavier dies?
Xavier
fucking
dies.
dies. The mom dies. There was a little girl.
Not the real
Do you
Xavier.
think they're actually dead? Oh, okay.
No,
Not
they're-
the real. I thought you meant the
they're
real.
dead.
I thought you
There's a
meant the
bunch
real
of
one.
kids that fucking die, which I did not fucking like.
I thought you meant the real one.
Let me see if
I mean,
can
you
try
watched
to-
Game of
And
Thrones.
then,
It's a little.
this is what we didn't mention.
Like, here's one line. A soldier's body flew past my face. His chest had a hole in it, a hole the size of a monster's talon. It was bad.
It's just the perspective I don't like. You know what it is? I figured it out. It's fucking first person.
You hate first person.
It's her being like, he flew by my face. Like, I don't care how you saw it. Give me
Women
how
trying
the
to
world
fight it.
sees it. That's what it is. I figured it out.
When does the kid die?
Guys, I figured it out.
We all knew this.
I didn't. I mean, I'm sure I did, but that
either
just
way.
that solidified.
So
it.
the other part of this is that there's like a group of like kind of like priesty like type people, alchemists. Or, what is that fucking guy's name?
First person feels
They
so
reminded me
YA
of
to
the freaking
from Game of Thrones.
the brothers.
From Game of Thrones.
Yeah, kinda. No, they reminded me. Whatever. Continue.
So they're kind of like priesty type people. They like refer to
That's the V, right?
they're like book, like they know everything. They're in charge of the libraries and all that shit. And they're kind of fucking sus about this, to be honest. Like they clearly are not like being fully honest about what's happening with this.
Yeah.
And they end up taking what's her face?
Odessa.
At the end. So
Because
like
they know who her
mayhem-
mother is, and they're
so-
like, "Come with us."
Yeah, mayhem happens. Well, so at the very last line, or not the very last line, but like the last paragraph, the ransom kills the
high
crux,
priest. Oh, the crux. Yeah.
and the crux turns into a woman
Yes.
that looks like Odessa.
I think it's her mom. I think Odessa's mom is a crux.
Oh shit!
But like they
A
don't.
big
I don't know.
bird.
So there's some weird shit going on with
Some
the
shape-shifting
priest,
shit.
with like
it's
X,
just
Y, and Z.
it's really just the first person. I can't do it. It's so young adult to me, and
You're
it just
still on this.
I can't. I just read more paragraphs, and it's like pissing me off.
So again,
upsetting.
and I know I said this at the top of the episode. I would have read this and been like, cool, and like fucking threw it in the pile with the rest of them.
Yeah,
You're forcing my hand.
think you would have
by,
got
like,
through
talking
this,
about this.
thick of a book?
Okay. Can I go through what I liked and disliked?
Sure.
So I actually wrote notes for once in a
Yes.
while. So I really enjoyed the monsters. The crux felt like a big bag looming at the level of like the Night King.
But
and,
it
like,
is a
White
giant
Walkers.
chicken.
It is a giant chicken.
Okay.
Crow.
I'm just making sure I'm thinking
Crow.
about it correctly.
I think it's a crow.
I think it's a crow.
Okay, so it's a giant bird
It's a.
Birds
that
are
doesn't
scary.
breathe fire.
Shut up.
Okay, go on.
Aren't you scared of birds?
I don't
I'm
like
scared
birds.
of
I'm saying I don't like birds.
You seen a fucking crow?
Yeah, there's an eagle that lives in my backyard.
Okay.
There's a hawk that's tormenting my brother right now. Tormenting every single day. And you can get this close to it and it'll just look at you. It's actually
I
fucked.
kinda love that.
It's actually fucked. It's trying to eat his chickens.
That's what they
That's a
would do.
scary bird, but I still think you could fucking
Think
hit
of
it in the
if
head
that
with a
bird was the
slingshot.
size of a dinosaur.
I still think you could just throw some arrows at it. No? Does it have
They tried.
And ransom kills it.
Does it have like a coat like stainless steel?
If you would have read it, you would have known more.
Oh, sorry. Tell me more.
No, I'm telling you everything else. So I enjoyed Ransom's character. He felt fun and sassy. I enjoyed little snippets of foreshadowing of him being the actual Prince Xavier because he always called Alyssa his queen. That was cutesy.
That is cute.
Well, I never enjoyed the pregnancy trope.
Uh-oh.
I did enjoy the kids in this book.
Oh,
Which is
opposite.
weird 'cause she didn't like it.
Well, she didn't like that
especially
they
when they're
died.
done well. Little Evie in this book was fun to read, and she added actual development to Odessa's spy mission.
think
If
she
not-
did.
If not for her, Odessa would not have found any of the secrets she did.
That's cool. I do like when like a good
she's cute.
kid. I like that.
So I think the Evie was supposed to be 5.
Yeah, she's around 4 or 5.
So I have like a 5-year-old niece, and I didn't feel like the abilities matched up well.
Well, this is a different world.
Yeah. That's right. But I just like sometimes like that kind of
too
takes
advanced?
Which I understand. I just
like I think they should have aged her up to like 7
I think 7 would have made more sense.
That's a hard thing, I think. Like in general to like
to figure out what age.
Yes.
If you're not around a kid that age, it's
You don't
hard
know.
to
Plus, well,
write.
some kids develop so differently than other kids too.
So
Yeah, but it was like a
Evie-
little bit too like above her, like not even just like her ability, but like the way that she was thinking,
her brain capacity, you mean?
the way she was thinking about things.
See, now I
was
want to
like-
read that because it's probably similar to
So
how Zoe is.
Evie is Xavier, which is the doppelganger, not Ransom. Xavier's actual daughter.
Okay.
No.
Do we like the
No.
doppelganger?
No. It's Xavier's sister.
Oh.
Xavier's
Do we
sister.
like Xavier, the
No, it's
doppelganger?
Ransom's sister.
That's what I mean. His name is Xavier Ransom.
Oh.
He
real
goes
prince-
by his middle name, which is Ransom. The
Got it.
doppelganger goes by Xavier.
So it's the real Ransom's sister.
Yes.
Do we like the doppelganger though? Was he like okay?
I wanted to be a love triangle, but
Oh.
that did not happen.
That would've
I
been
thought
really
it was going to be
interesting.
right away, and then once
It didn't
Xavier
happen, it was
like
weird.
pieced the fuck out, I was like, okay, that's not happening.
Yeah, so he's fine.
It's cool that it wasn't.
He's just
though.
like a side character kind of thing now.
Okay.
So she was pretty cute with him. Xavier basically becomes her father.
Oh.
Like they raise her as if he's her true father.
Okay.
To
Which is
save
weird.
her from
That's cute.
Randall. What's his name?
Randall.
Randall. Is that is that Ransom's dad? Randall? Anyway. So the actual king, who's like kind of losing his mind right now, he's kind of a dick because
Rightfully
the
so.
wife basically ran away. Right?
Rightfully so.
I don't know about rightfully.
He finds
He's burning books. He's like,
Oh, what a dick.
he finds out that she made this like disease, and then found out she was cheating on
I think he
him.
cared more
Oh.
about the cheating.
No, I think he cared more about the disease.
I think he wants to
That
use
was
the
the-
disease. He wants to create more of
Yeah,
the
'cause he's
guardian.
Oh.
he went crazy.
That's fucked.
Right. I don't think he minds about that. I think he wants just to know how to make
I want
more
to
of
cut
it.
him open and see if he bleeds green because I feel like he does.
Oh.
You think he's also infected?
I think he's crazy. I think he
Oh,
went crazy
that's a difference. Little okay. I can get behind that. So yeah,
because he wasn't a bad
Evie's
guy.
cute.
Okay.
growing
Evie
up.
knows all the secrets, and she's
like
always
that.
like, I don't know. I like those kind of kids.
Me too.
And then what I didn't like, the female main character was not a favorite to read from because
Yeah.
she felt insufferable. Her attitude, her constant like, I'm not meant for this. I was never chosen. I'm never pretty enough. My sister's the favorite. Blah blah blah.
It's like kind of what I didn't like about Feyre, just being like that frail. Like
Favorite wasn't frail.
Feyre was so frail,
She just couldn't read.
meek. I don't like meek women.
I think what you guys are talking about is like passive FMCs.
So
you-
that's my next line. I said on
Yeah.
top of that, she felt very passive, as if everything happened to her rather than because of her. And considering what her mission was from the beginning of the book, it didn't seem like she was doing much towards it. Apart from randomly asking about the main city, there were only 1 or 2 moments where she acted like a true spy by either listening to one conversation or escaping once to try to find more information. But otherwise, she did nothing but be like, so where's Alisari or whatever? And they're like, we don't talk about that. Okay.
To be fair, she never wanted to be a spy.
Right. But
Whereas
she had
her
no choice.
sister was like raised to be a spy. Like she
Yeah.
was prepared to go over there.
Yeah.
She got thrown in the situation, was like, I don't want to do this. So that
Right.
I can understand that side of it, but I very much agree passive is the perfect word.
She's just too
For, like,
passive
these
about
types
it.
of
like once
characters.
you're in that world, then
Give me
now
a
just-
good ass main character in a romantasy. Like I just
Yeah.
haven't had one
So
yet.
people have been complaining that female main characters have been too like badass and like
Since when?
they want like softer characters.
No, I don't
and
want
that.
that.
Like they don't like
I don't want
the
that.
aliens and the you know what I mean that like there's too many.
There's a
that are,
world
like,
for
strong.
No,
and,
there's a world for both. I just think this version of the I don't want to say like weaker, but like not the badass character. Like I think we could do something else. Give her something else.
I like
make her really smart.
I like smart characters.
Give her something other than nothing. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting nothing.
Aelin, and that's thrown a glass. But like Aelin was like a badass like spy, and
be into
she was
gadgets.
she was an assassin, and she was super powerful. But she was like really cunning, and like the reason I liked Aelin was her cunning, not her power. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And it's like I think when you get characters that are really smart and can like outmaneuver people,
Which they almost did with Fourth Wing, but it didn't quite get there
they
for me.
they tried to they took
like she
her,
liked books,
and now she's on a dragon, fucking riding around.
Right.
You took her out of the
like
element that made her who
think
she
of
is.
Daenerys, right? Like Daenerys is a character that started off, she was very soft spoken. She kind of just listened to her brother, and she like became this amazing warrior, badass woman. And I was there from the beginning because there was something about her that just like drew you to her. And I don't know what that necessarily is, but it's like, you don't have to start out as this like amazing badass character, but give me something that's not
character growth and depth.
Yeah.
But like, I also like, I love the Guild Hunter series by Nalini Singh, and like that main character, she pretty much like only is like muscle. Right. And she like her personality is like her grit, and like the way that she approaches things is always just like, I can fucking do it. And it's just like, it's a unique character like identifier versus like, I'm strong and I can do it all. It's like, no, she's like gritty and her counterpart is stronger than her, and she doesn't want to fucking act like that. So like she wants to be next to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's just like a difference between like, I'm powerful.
But that's a character motivation. That's different.
Yeah. So it just
she has no motivation. She has no
no anything.
Because I feel like if you follow the writing, like the writing protocols, quote unquote, or like the hero's journey is a thing, right?
Yeah.
For most characters, need to have that aspect, that character arc, right? Their misconception. So to be able to
hero's journey,
to just be able to turn that on its head, so that what she was in the beginning is no longer who she is at the end.
Which is why I hated Bryce in Crescent City. I loved her at the beginning, and then she didn't do a hero's journey. She went on a fucking backwards. Rampage, and then ended up as a fucking weirdo.
This is why one of my favorite characters of all time is Raiden Ward from the Iron Prince series.
People fuck characters up.
Yes. And it changes. This is why I like Stephen King books so much, is because he is so character driven. I think it needs to be a mix of both. Like, you could have really great characters and a shitty story. Yeah. I don't like that either. But when you have a character that I'm going to root for from start to finish, like, that's the reason I'm reading the book. Like, I'm reading the book because I want that person to win, or I want them to go through something shitty and then win. Like, I that's the whole
root
reason.
for them for whatever their goal is.
Or even when they're unlikable, you want to root for their demise.
Exactly. And you could have an unlikable main character. Of course. We've seen it with fucking that last book that we read with the
Blood Over Brighthaven.
Blood Over Brighthaven. I didn't like that character.
I know, but I wanted her to.
I wanted her story to like mean something in the end. Yeah. So I don't know. I think like these types of stories, I've noticed it the most with these like romantasy.
They're hollow.
And I think that's what people
I also agreed with that statement for Ransom as well.
Yeah.
The Guardian. Like, it was very much sort of a cookie cutter, what we see with a lot of these like romantasy couples. A lot of this book was him training her because she wanted to be quote unquote stronger. She wanted to be able to defend herself. And it was just constant scenes of him and her training. And I'm like, how many times am I going to read a book?
And there's no development.
They're training.
Because even the Raiden Ward, they're training through half that book. And even through the training, you're seeing snippets of their characters changing. Yeah. You're seeing like moments that they have where they're starting to realize things about themselves. Like, that's what I'm reading. That like, I don't want to just read people fighting for fighting. Like, give me a little something, just a little nugget.
I think the training was used as a device to try to get them closer to like build the romance, but it just wasn't done in a way that I thought was like, it just felt like every other book.
He was gone a lot of the book too.
He was gone a lot of the book because he kept like going off to fight these monsters that are infected.
That feels very Fourth Wing.
I don't know. I do wonder about this book if she was a different character. How like, I think this
maybe I would have liked
whole
it
book
better.
would have been different. Like if she was like really
likable
good
character,
because she was like really good
at
like
less questions,
fucking arrows or something. You know what I mean? Like if she had something that made her valuable,
or bring
to
her
the Guardian.
Swimming back. Like, do something with swimming, even if that's what you want to. If she wants to be this cliff diver, like
never touches the ocean again.
Make her a scientist, like the mom.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like
she just existed.
Something.
She just existed.
Like
that's it.
like
then it would have. I don't know. So
I gave it a 3.5.
That's pretty good.
Because again, I didn't hate it, but I didn't like love it so much. So
are you going to read the second one?
I I might. I don't know. It might take a while.
Since it picked up in the end, maybe the second one will be.
The crux was my favorite part of it.
So maybe the second one will
The last 10 pages were my favorite.
I think Devney Perry writes great romances, but again, like fantasies are really hard to do.
Yes.
And I think people don't realize how hard they are.
But it surprises me that these romance writers stepping into fantasy, you would think that they'd be so much better at characters because romance is so character driven. Because the entire reason you're reading a romance,
like you're building on top of that.
I think that's what happens. They're like they hone in on the fantasy part because
that's what they're not.
I think that might be
to. And then
happened.
I find these books. I find books by romance authors turned fantasy to not do a good job with the romance.
That's actually a good point.
Every single time. I think Fourth Wing is the same thing. I think the romance in Fourth Wing is the worst part of those books.
And do you think it's because Romantasy became such a trend right now that everyone's just trying to dip their toe into that?
Yes. I think a lot of these,
which they're allowed to, obviously.
Harry and Rebecca Yarros are probably reading fantasy romance and they're like, I like this genre. I would like to try it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's crazy for an author who
I think if TikTok didn't exist, these books wouldn't either.
Well, I think they still would.
We
just wouldn't hear them as
I don't
much.
think these certain ones would.
Oh, you mean the ones that you don't like?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it more.
Obviously,
and
the
more.
genre would still exist, but I don't think.
I think we had a discussion one time about fast fashion books.
Yeah.
And I was very vehemently against that ideology.
That TikTok's ruining books.
Yeah, I was like, I think y'all are just fucking haters and blah blah blah.
I'm starting to disagree.
I don't disagree, I guess, but I do notice that we're not getting quality in the way it's not even I don't even give a shit about the quantity part of it.
People are just okay with the bare minimum.
I don't like that this book is traditionally published. I don't like that this went through a publisher and through a ton of people's eyes and a ton of people's probably 50 people read that book before it got published, and
I just think it's all. Came out as. I think it's all.
That
hype.
makes me upset.
I think it's all hype train. People hop on the second it starts getting a little bit popular. People hop on and they kind of put their critical thinking skills aside, and they'll read it and just be like, "Well, everybody thinks this is good, so it's good." And then because you're starting to see it now, where it's months later, and all of a sudden, all the videos are Fourth Wing actually kind of sucked, or this book that was super popular actually kind of sucked.
Well, yeah, I think, and it's like definitely, and we are very susceptible to influence.
Yes,
and people's opinions.
And then at the same time,
books.
I think there are people that hate it just to hate it because everybody else likes it.
Also,
it's a really weird,
and vice versa. Hate it to hate it because other people hate it.
There are some people that watch TikTok and they
form your own opinions.
They listen to somebody who's well spoken and knows how to say the right things, and they just adopt that ideology because that's what they fucking hear.
Right.
And it's like if they heard the opposite in the opposite direction with the same well spoken
or somebody that they trust or that they
would think that way.
That's true.
I think that's what we're seeing in
I see myself.
I think that's what we see in politics too. Is you see people talk and they make sense and they make good points and they're well spoken, and then you're like, yeah, I agree with that. And then what you find, that's why people want you to diversify your For You page, is because then you see the opposite opinion, and then you're like, oh wait, that's good points too.
Yeah.
And then now a good person that has both sides of things would look at both of them and go, okay, well, which one do I agree with more? Or what do I agree with? And that's what we're lacking right now, is that all these For You pages are curated to
the algorithm is always
so I even see it in myself. Speaking on books specifically, is so when we read Aquatar, I really enjoyed that series. I had a good time with it. I remember really liking it.
And then you see all the hate videos. You're like, oh yeah, those are good points.
A creator that I really like recently put out a video where this book actually kind of sucked, and I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, these are really good points. Did I actually hate it? I'm like, no. Why am I changing my opinion because one person is saying? You know what I mean? And I think that is what happens. Is we are very
susceptible to opinion.
Yeah. So I say that to say our opinions should be our own. Obviously, mine is not very good on the book, but that doesn't mean that, you reading it should think the same way.
I follow a lot of people, and it's been pretty difficult for me the last month or two. I follow a lot of people I don't agree with. A lot of fucking people
I do
don't
too.
agree
I
with.
try to do both.
And it pisses me off a lot of the time. Like I'm scrolling.
You do it to like I do it in I think a healthier way where I'm not like sitting there.
I do it in a very unhealthy way. And
you got to get off the internet.
I do.
She's the only one that does it for us. If she gets off the internet, we're done.
I don't know. Have you
Our
been posting
presence
that
online
much?
is gone.
Yeah, I do post.
Once in a while.
But anyways,
You got to get off Threads, man.
the Threads is where I need to really like pull the plug. But yeah, like but I want to know the other side, because if I don't know the other side, then I can't really form my full opinion. So it's like,
right.
But then I end up getting really pissed off about certain opinions.
Sure.
Because I'm like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. And I am seeing both fucking sides of the opinion. So I feel a lot more qualified to like make a judgment call.
Form your own opinion.
Because I'm like, I'm not somebody that's just like feeding. I'm not just seeing one side.
Yeah. Right.
I'm seeing the other side. And then I'm looking at both of them and going, okay, this is this.
Very important to do. I highly encourage that.
Well, a lot of people don't. And that's why we have
TikTok.
Crazy people.
Well, if you read it, what's your opinion? Did you like it like a lot of other people, or were you not feeling it? Like I'm sure
was a long episode.
This was a long episode, but a long book. Look at that. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see what this book looks like. So I leave you with this question.
Okay.
How do you feel?
Question of the day.
Let me have my question of the day.
Final thoughts.
How do you feel about inner monologue questions when a character asks a lot of the questions that they're asking themselves? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Can you tolerate some of it? And is there a line?
I like that question.
Do I like that question?
Thank you so much for being here. If you would like to follow us on Instagram, feel free. You don't have to, but you can look up books_n_betches, BETCHES. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. It helps us with the algorithm. I think that's what we say. And we'll see you next week. We appreciate you. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye.